The R3D module can work with models saved in its native R3D format, and it can also use the auth format. That's a format that was established by this program. And you can read more about that at this location. It describes the auth format and how files are saved. And in this next example, we're going to take a file from this website. There are a number of example objects here that you can download. We've got a simple one, the mushroom, that we've already pre-downloaded, and we're going to import in. And to this example, again, you need to load the R3D module, as you do for any module that contains code that defines the functions that will be used in Rebol. I'll load that into RebelView. And in this next program, what happens is we've got a button on the screen. We go through all the same routine that we've done before. There's a layout. We have an initial render triangles block that's set to nothing. And a layout that has some sliders again that update the X, Y, and Z values so that the object can be turned around. There's a box, a black box, which draws the data created in the render triangles block, which is created by the R3D module. And then here, most of the action happens in a button called Load Model. And what this is going to do is create an object which is loaded from a file that the user requests, and it uses this R3D load off function that's included in the R3D module, and it's got some values here. These you can basically cut and paste into your code, but what these do is they allow you to scale the object so it fits on the screen. So we've got a variety of calculations here that calculate the model size and set the default X, Y, and Z scales and positions on the screen, the same values that you've seen in the previous object. And we create a model world which takes those values and makes them usable in the screen that we've got to draw on. And again, we create an R3D object or R3D object with those model and model world values. Set the color to red, and then again we have an update function, which again creates a world block, and to that block we insert the object, which in this case is going to include a large variety of triangles to create that shape. The code above takes care of doing all that for us. You can copy and paste it into your code, and again we position that and render triangles using the built-in functions render and using the world that we've created above, and then we update the screen to show that object. Copy and paste this into Rebol. Again, this is a good default simple way of be able to import these objects into your code. There's our load model button. When we click on it, it runs all of that code that gets the object and converts it to the right scale size. D drive, I've already downloaded mushroom, downloaded and decompressed the mushroom.auth file. And there is our mushroom, and the sliders allow us to adjust the size and the position of the mushroom on screen. You see it's built up from a number of triangles that have been rendered from the render function.